What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Stance. Listen, today's episode, I'm telling y'all, this is therapy for me, okay? I need y'all to do me a favor. Don't listen to people who tell you shit they ain't never done. That's the topic of the day. Okay, this is words of advice, words of wisdom, whatever kind of words you want to use this shit for. Because listen, let me try to pull this up. Damn, I do this every time. Listen, ain't no way I'm finna listen to somebody ain't done the shit that I'm doing, that or I've done. Why would I listen to somebody that ain't? That's like you didn't bought a house, me, and somebody telling me how to buy a house and they don't own shit. Like, wait a minute. That's like a fat person telling somebody how to lose weight. Like, and you overweight on every scale that ever existed in literally the entire United States of America. I need answers. Why do people do that? I'm all naked. Lord help me, Jesus. I think one of the biggest mistakes that people make in life is to listen to advice from people that ain't never been where the fuck you trying to go. I mean, everybody got an opinion, everybody got something to say, but ain't nobody got no results. That's a problem. That's a problem. We need answers. We need answers. And for the people that probably chimed in and clicked back off, you probably one of them people. I'm just playing. But no, today I had to talk about this because I talk about shit that happens to me on the daily. Because advice without experience to me is just noise. It sounds like rah, 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 rah. And then I come off as a little rude because it's like I know they're not telling me this and they ain't got not a pot to piss in and we don't throw it out. I'm trying to cuss this whole session. So everybody really be sounding real smart until you ask them, where you at in life? Ask them. Ask them. Stop telling me stuff and you ain't done it. Don't tell me nothing. Prime example with the podcast. I got this one telling me this one. That you should do this with the podcast, but you ain't got one. I started this shit November 9th. I got almost 5,000 followers. Legitimately. Expeditiously. I ain't paid for no ads. I ain't paid for shit. Okay? I'm doing something right. I'm not a know-it-all. But I damn sure ain't gonna listen to somebody that don't know nothing. I mean, let's just make it make sense. You a fool if you do. You're a fool if you do. But I noticed that people will tell you how to run a business, they ain't got one. They'll tell you how to heal from trauma that they ain't never faced. And they'll tell you how to build wealth and they broke as hell. I just need answers. So today I literally had to come on here. Don't listen to nobody that ain't doing right by you or they trying to tell you what to do and they ain't done it. How you gonna tell me how to buy a house? I own one and you don't own none. Trying to buy the second house and you don't own none, but you trying to tell me how to buy a house. Somebody help me, please chime in. Somebody, I need answers. Bad. What is that? And to me, words don't mean nothing unless you got a receipt. You got to have a receipt. I say, remember to guard privacy and able to. Okay. Let me put this in here. Talk to me, people. Okay. Talk to me, people. I need answers. Okay, so let's talk about something that's uncomfortable. Misery loves a coach, and it damn sure love company. So a lot of people like to give advice, and it's not to help you. Let's be clear, but it's to protect their own comfort. People want to give you advice to protect their own comfort. It ain't to help you. It's to make them feel better. And it's crazy to me because you don't even know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your growth kind of reminds them of what they want to do. Okay. Your growth literally reminds people of what they want to do. So when people that ain't got what you accomplished, don't listen to them. You'll be a fool to do so. Now I can understand this. It's an elderly, a family member. Let's say they did have a house 20 years ago and the economy wasn't as bad and they trying to tell you, "Hey, this was my mistake." But them ones that ain't got nothing, a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out. Why is you sitting there listening to somebody that ain't got nothing? I don't give a dang who it is. It could be your mama, daddy, cousin. If they ain't done or got further in life than you have, why are you listening to that person? Because some people try to tell you stuff and be hating on the low. They be here. So instead of like them wanting you to level up, they trying to level your ass down straight up. And they try to tell you stuff to make themselves feel comfortable. I don't get that. I don't get it. I struggle with that. I struggle with that a lot. So we'll say this: fear talks loud through other people. It do. And so when you're on your way to something, to greatness or success or a major accomplishment in life, sometimes I feel like people will put their fears off on you because they have not accomplished that or they're not even where you are in life. So they try to say little tinky winky stuff. And matter of fact, I'm finna put them on blast. My own goddamn uncle. I start this podcast, and the first thing he come out say negative. You don't know who I know in these streets, and sending pictures of all these nigga. You outdated. I don't listen. If you ain't sending them to the podcast, what you telling me for? A lot of people be in competition, and it ain't even a game to play in. What game are we playing? I didn't even know I was invited to play in the game. I didn't know. I didn't know I was invited to play in nobody's game. I need answers. Why do people feel like it's okay to tell somebody what to do when they have not done it or accomplished that? What is that? Is that mental illness? What is that? Can somebody tell me? I think someone who never took the risk, they can't teach you nothing on how to win. How you gonna teach me how to win when you stay losing? You stay losing, but you're trying to tell other people how to win. And I think I said this last week. Let's try focusing on our own inner self. Focus on what you want to do in life, not so much what everybody else doing. And I think when people start doing that and dive head, all that energy and attention they put in everybody else business and being messy and want to be in the know on the forefront and doing all this, that's the time you could invest it in yourself. That's another thing I want to talk about. I'm getting a lot of people DMing me that I'm telling y'all the shit is picking up. I'm in the industry. Woo woo. I'm noticing a lot of people don't invest in themselves, but yet they want the success. That also doesn't make sense. I am my own biggest fan. Therefore, I invested in this podcast. I invested in the transitional housing. I invested in my foster youth. I invested. You can't sit here and not invest and think that you're just going to take off like a rocket ship. You're just going to sink, like I said, like a ship. You ain't taking off like no rocket. You finna sink like a ship. You have to invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even with this podcast game, I see everybody trying to hurry up and put a podcast out, and they do it. The shit looks garbage. Just being honest. I'm being honest. The shit look garbage. It look garbage. It sound garbage. It's garbage. How do you build on success when you're trying to rush stuff and not investing in yourself? So everybody may trying to see what I'm doing and trying to. I ain't gonna even say copy. I may inspire people off the platform because I get the DMs now. It's so interesting. I've never been in this situation in my life, so I'm even trying to sit back and fathom and take all this in. But nobody want to invest in themselves. I say, okay, well, if you want to come on my show, why don't you give me a couple hundred? Then I don't hear nothing. I hear the bird. But you just want to come on the show. But see, when everybody want to come on the show, they think that they need. What's your budget? No, I ain't got no budget for your ass. Either you gonna come on the show, I'm getting somebody else to come because there's a bunch of people that want to come now. I'm in the industry. No, for real, and I'm very modest. I'm very kind, but I'm not a cash cow. I ain't no cash cow. Shout out to Big Mike Rob every time because I'm telling you, he's my mentor. And a lot of y'all know him. He in the industry. And he be just keeping it straight up real with my ass. It hurt my feelings sometimes, but I need to hear it. Now that's one person I will listen to because guess what? He's in the industry. He been doing it probably 20, 30 years, way before me. So of course I'm gonna listen to him. But I ain't finna listen to nobody that ain't got nothing. You trying to tell me how to start a podcast and you ain't got no followers or no even podcast studio. You trying to tell me how to do YouTube and you ain't got no subscribers. Like, I'm not listening. Fear talks louder than other people and it talks through people. You not finna pump your fears on me because you ain't done nothing. Go fix your own life. I'm just saying. So I'll say that this is why real winners, they move different. You got to notice this because people who actually done something, they don't talk that much and they're very modest. But you do got some that's not modest and they talk a lot, too much. They put their business all out, X, Y, and Z. I could be guilty of that at times with certain things. Mine is overextending my generosity. And then I get mad because people look at me at a cash cow. But it's like, damn, I'm just trying to give and help and be a good person. You can't do that 2026. So the new thing, I'm saying like him, the new thing that I definitely will not go out my way to do is go above and beyond, like he said, and to listen to people that ain't got shit. I ain't doing it. Okay. I'm talking to the elite crowd. I'm talking to successful people that can help me grow my platform. If you could put me on Netflix or Tubi with this podcast, then that's I'm talking to them. But if you ain't even got a platform or a podcast, I'm not listening to nothing you say. So don't even come to Dr. Stance telling me, oh, well, you can help me. No, if you ain't helping grow my platform with a distribution deal, with some Spotify, Apple Watch, all these RSS feeds, I don't need you. Okay? Because I got a team now. And I'm so grateful for them because they believe in me. So I just noticed that when you a real winner, you're gonna move differently. You are. You're gonna ask questions, you're gonna listen, okay? And you don't get discouraged. Oh, listen, you could tell me don't do, I'm still gonna do what Dr. Stans want to do because in my mind, what I'm doing is working. Now, if it's something I see that I might agree to, I'm definitely gonna listen. If it's gonna make my platform better, for sure, I'm listening all day long. I'm going to listen. I ain't no fool. Okay. But what I'm not gonna do is experience people talking that ain't got nothing. Cause sometimes it could be egotistical, it could be jealousy, and it come off as wisdom, but it's actually stupidity. So I have to figure out the difference, you know. And this is another you check the source before you accept any message. I had to check, I had to figure that out too. Everybody that's DMing me, I got this platform and they didn't bought all their followers. Now they do be climbing saying that, you can't, it's okay to buy followers, to be honest. Because like Big Mike said, a lot of the big timers, they looking at your following. That's the first thing they actually look at is your following. Hell, I might go buy some followers. I don't know. Because like he said, when you buy followers and invest in yourself, a lot of times the fake ones will fall off and be replaced with the real ones because you have so many followers. I've thought about buying them, but I'm also seeing how my shit do organically. I want to see if my platform can grow organically. Who's really following me? Who's really watching? You know what I mean? And then I want to speak positivity. Somebody else was saying that, you got all the same people that everybody else got on their podcast, and all you do is talk about the same thing all the time. No, I don't. How? And I'm new. I'm new. I ain't been doing this for years. And a lot of the guests I really don't know personally. But by the grace of God, because of my branding and how I'm moving, they come in and I'm appreciating that. But quit hating on them. So what if they say the same thing on each podcast? Who gives a damn? You still watching? Okay. So listen, check your sources before you accept any message from anybody. Do they have the life you want? Let's start with that. Okay. Have they done what you're trying to do? Okay. Are they growing or are they complaining? Okay. Are they disciplined or are they defensive? Those are things that you have to look at when you decide to check a source. You gotta accept that message. You have to. And you gotta make sure that the people that you decide to follow, it's in the right direction. Because you can't take direction from someone who's just lost. How? How? Same with like how men say they want a submissive woman and to lead. How you gonna lead me when we don't where we going? GPS got lost signals all around this damn camp. We lost in the wilderness. We're lost in the wilderness, but you want to lead and you want me to follow. Where are we going? Where are we going? So don't follow people that's lost. That goes for your relationship, your friendships, okay? And just everyday living. Anybody you decide to surround or be around in your circle. If they lost, run. I don't even want that energy in my circle. I just don't. I don't. I really don't. You know what I mean? And you don't take life advice from someone that's bitter about their life. Uh-uh. I should have been here 5 years ago. Them the ones you run from. Bitch, you right. You should have been there 5 years ago. Why ain't you there yet? What's stopping you? Them the ones you say, girl, you didn't start that. I thought about that, doing that 5 years ago. Them the ones you watch out for. I'm sorry, because it sounded like a competition. But you can't compete if you ain't even in the running. So I just had to come on here and say this because to me it just bothered my inner soul. Okay. Shout out to Timothy Bell. Yes, I'm saying it. Okay. Because his ass is the one who just, you need to do this, ain't got nothing. Leave me alone. Okay. Now, who should you listen to? Let's talk about that. This is a good one. People who failed and kept going. Now, I didn't bump my head quite a few times with the transitional housing, with shout out to me because I just got licensed for my adult residential, open in my house. I'm so excited. Um, you know, um, People who did the work when nobody was watching and didn't need validation. Okay. Them the people you listen to. People who paid the price, people who paved the way. Okay. People who built something from nothing. Okay? Those are the people that you listen to. They fell on their ass and they made it come back. Them the people that I'm listening to. Okay? I'm not listening to nobody that ain't done nothing and ain't got nothing and ain't nowhere in life. But they can fabricate on social media and act like they is. All that's a lie. I'm got to see right through it. I'm telling you, me being back on a platform with social media. I went off social media for a whole year. I just got back into it when I started this podcast, November 9th. I just kind of got back into it. And I'm seeing all the fabrications. I'm seeing all the liars. Okay. I'm seeing all these fake folks. I ain't doing it. I'm staying in my lane, creating this podcast, create my YouTube to help people and shit to help myself. Cause to me, this is a form of healing for my own self. Cause I ain't got nobody to talk to. So I'm talking to y'all. If you listen, you do. And if you don't, you don't. Okay. So that's where I'm at with it. And I'm gonna close this out by just saying you don't need to argue with nobody. Okay. You don't need to convince nobody. You damn sure don't need to explain to nobody. Let your results talk for themselves. Don't listen to nobody that ain't doing shit. Period. Period. Don't listen to nobody trying to tell you how to buy a house and they don't own one. Don't do it. Run. Them the worst people, I promise you. Do not listen to people who tell you shit they ain't never done. That's the message of today. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Period. Okay? I'm just not gonna be able to do it. It makes no sense for me. If I see you ain't in motion, why would I listen to you? I'm trying to be in motion. I'm trying to take my platform to the next level. Tubi. I got big dreams. I'm gonna be on Tubi. I'm gonna be on Netflix. Y'all gonna be watching Babbling Before Bedtime with Dr. Stance. And I'm gonna be speaking real shit. Because somebody gotta say it. We need answers. Somebody has to say the uncomfortable things. Who's gonna do it? Nobody better but me. Respectfully. Okay? Because listen, I'm the philosopher. Okay? I'm the mastermind. So you should listen to me. I need folks to come and sit on my couch. Tell me your life, honey. Let me try and help you. I can try. I can try my best. I will give it my all. I will. I will give it my all. But one thing about me, if you don't know, you gonna know. And if you know, you know. I'm probably one of the most realists you ever meet. You can't embarrass me. I'm lying. I do get embarrassed. I ain't gonna say embarrassed, but I get shy. But you can't embarrass nobody that wrote a book from a hoe to a CEO. If I told my whole life, I'm trying to hold back from telling so much. So I got to dial back because I'm just an open, wide book, literature just spilling galore. But I'm working on dialing back. Even in the dating field, I'm too much for people. But then I also say, you're just not enough for me. Okay, step it up. Percy, hi, Percy. I wish I knew how to put you in here. I don't even know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. That's by producer the best. Let me say hi, Percy. Hi, Percy. P Money. in the building. Percy, you know what I was talking about? I should call your ass. Let me tell you what I was talking about. The topic of tonight was full episode. Because this is what I'm tired of. You don't listen to people who tell you shit they ain't never done. You be a fool. Why would I listen to anybody that ain't done nothing? I think me and you was just talking about this, Percy. You said, because Percy, shout out to Percy, he got his channel, um, The Beast Kitchen, where he juicing. Percy used to be a big guy, and now he lost hella weight from juicing, and he's doing so, so good. And I'm so proud of him. I'm down 28 pounds too, Percy. But what I was saying was, you was saying that's like you going on there when you were heavy and your butt was trying to tell people how to lose weight and eat healthy, but you big as a house. I shouldn't say it like that, but that's facts, right? Facts. So you like, wait, maybe I should go and lose some weight and get healthy first, then come back and talk to the people. That makes a lot of sense. Just like this, your platform, you got 25, 30,000 organic followers. I'm going to listen to you how to run my YouTube page. But I can't listen to nobody that ain't got no subscribe. They ain't even got a channel and they trying to tell me what to do. It has to make sense. It's not making sense to me, people. I am not listening to nobody that ain't did the shit that I'm trying to do. Why would you even be? I'm actually extremely afraid of you. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm so scared of you. I don't even know what to do because the audacity. So Percy, I've been talking for 21 minutes and I'm extremely tired. Hopefully you check in. But like I said, I'm gonna end this, and I just wanted to say, everybody got advice, everybody got an opinion, but everybody ain't got fucking experience. I'm not trying to say the curse words. Everybody don't have experience. Okay, so you decide on what you gonna listen to. Because listen, advice without experience is extremely dangerous and it can lead you down a very dark place. Okay. So try to be mindful on who you listen to. Try to be mindful on the direction that you're going. Stay focused. Listen to the people that in lost and got back. Listen to the people that fell off and they didn't. I mean, I'm talking about fell off and bounced back. Them the people that has the mentality to gain, obtain, and stay focused. But if they ain't done nothing, and always trying to tell you something, please eliminate them people, Lord. Get rid of them now. Okay. So that is just definitely Percy. Look, word from Dr. Stance. All right, y'all. My background look cool. I forgot to turn the light on, Percy. Damn. I'm mad as hell. Damn. But okay, my background don't look so bad, huh, Percy? I think I'm gonna get a backdrop though, but I like my little background. It's cute. I might move this table right here though and put like a cute chair there to make it cute. Yeah, yeah, I did. I did my background. Supposed to have that light on. It's so cute and a little, just dress it up. But I think I'm gonna move that table and put like a chair there with a cute pillow. I think I should do that. Yeah, I think I will. Because if I sit in the middle, you won't be able to see that right there. Do the one light look. I don't know how, Percy. Look, I don't know how to do the one light look. See, they both cut off. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how, Percy. I don't trust me. It took me forever to get the flickering. Wait, that's too bright. That's cool right there. That's good. My forehead looked like the light is just right on my forehead. 20%. It don't have that, Percy. It looked like the light is right on my damn forehead. That's better right there. Is that better? That's better. I have to got to be better. Cause look, it ain't on my forehead right there. Is that better, Percy? Yeah, yeah. All right, but yes, perfect. Thank you. Y'all know he's an expert. He get on my damn nerves, Virgo. He's just an expert. He's just an expert in everything. But all right, Percy, I'm out. I'm actually finna call your ass. Bye.